Economic growth is absolutely central to South Africa. And as we all know at the moment, our economic growth rates are not in great shape. Most emerging countries have in fact come off the boil, including Brazil and others, although China is still pumping along. But to my mind, we are not having enough of a discussion about the importance of economic growth. Economic growth, in my view, is the oxygen of a democracy. A country with our history has a huge transformation job to do. And that transformation needs to be funded. It can only really be funded through the creation of jobs because of economic growth, the building of skills because of investment, and for the state, a critical source of tax revenue. Because the state either has to generate more revenue from taxes in a growing economy, or squeeze taxes from a stagnant economy, or borrow from the future by getting into debt. I don't think we're talking enough about the link between economic growth and our long-term future. There's a lot of discussion about politics. Our politics often are, in a way, at the lowest common denominator. We need to, as business people, promote the link between politics and economics much more aggressively. In my experience, good politics drives good economics. As we go around the world at GIBS, many of our faculty are understanding more and more the connection between the two. That economies that succeed have good leadership, good policies, and most importantly of all, are able to execute them well. So the importance of good execution from the state depends in turn on the state having resources, which largely depends on growing our economy. In my view, in the next 5 or more years, and clearly the NDP sets this out, is we've got to get the growth rate back up to 5, 6 or 7% per annum for a long period of time. Under those conditions, we can make the long-term infrastructure investments we have to make, and most importantly, the investments in human capital that are going to make South Africa a competitive economy. I came to work in a world in which mining was the center of the economy. Today, services, especially financial services, are the core of our economy. South Africa in the African continent has by far the most sophisticated services center. Gauteng and other places are the hub of that capability. We need to build them because that will become a key part of how this country competes and generates the kind of growth we're all going to need if we look ahead to the next 10, 20 or more years. So economic growth and its criticality is the center of South Africa's stability, prosperity and future.